So I keep getting these comments about filming in Pattaya, and I need to address this because people don't seem to understand what's actually happening here. I'm not out here shoving cameras in random people's faces trying to embarrass them or create drama. Pattaya is literally one of the most documented places on Earth. You cannot walk 5 feet down Beach Road without someone filming Instagram reels, making TikToks, or video calling their family back home showing off where they are. This is a major tourist destination where people come once in their lifetime and want to capture every moment. But here's what gets me. People complain about visible cameras while completely ignoring the actual privacy violations happening all around them. There are dudes walking around with hidden spy cameras, Ray-Ban Meta glasses recording everything without anyone knowing, creepy buttonhole cameras, and YouTubers literally asking working girls how much they charge. But somehow I'm the villain for being transparent about what I'm doing. Let me tell you what happened recently that really opened my eyes to this whole dynamic. I was streaming with a female friend, and the camera was focused entirely on her. We're just having a conversation, nobody else is in the frame, just her talking to the audience. This random white guy comes up behind me and says, quote, "Hey, this ain't America. If you film me, I'll break your camera and throw it into the ocean." Now here's the thing. He wasn't being filmed. He wasn't even visible in the shot. But his threat made me realize something important. Now I actually wanted to film him, not for content, not to embarrass him, but for my own safety. When someone threatens to destroy your property and assault you, documentation becomes evidence. He inserted himself into the situation and made himself part of the story. This got me thinking about the psychology behind these confrontations. Would this same guy have approached me if I was speaking Thai to my audience? What about Russian or Mandarin? I doubt it. He would have realized he couldn't communicate effectively, and that his tough guy performance would be completely lost on viewers who don't share his language or culture. What if I had been with 5 or 6 friends instead of just one? Would he still have felt confident approaching in a 6 versus 1 situation? The answer reveals what these confrontations are really about. They're performative power plays that only work under very specific conditions. These tough guys are selective about who they press. They need to feel like they have the upper hand linguistically, culturally, and numerically. It's not about legitimate privacy concerns. It's about finding someone they think they can intimidate. They're looking for solo streamers. They can punk in front of an audience that will understand their performance. The legal reality is pretty simple too. We're both foreigners in Thailand. Threatening another person with violence and property destruction isn't just morally wrong, it's illegal. Thai authorities don't look kindly on foreigners causing problems, especially when it involves threats of violence or property damage. As someone who knows their rights, I stayed calm, didn't engage, and continued doing what I was doing. Now let's talk about the locals, because this is where people really get it wrong. Yes, some working girls don't want to be filmed openly and will sometimes get verbal or even violent about it. But that's not what responsible filming is about. Those covert recorders with hidden cameras are capturing people without consent anyway. The difference is transparency versus deception. Your average Thai person running a legitimate business, they typically welcome the exposure. Restaurant owners, shopkeepers, street vendors, they see the camera and light up. They understand that tourists sharing their experiences means free promotion for their services. I've had countless locals happily smile, wave at the camera, and tell viewers to come visit their shop or restaurant. They get it. They understand that tourism documentation helps their community thrive. Most legitimate business owners can tell the difference between someone documenting their travels and someone looking to exploit or embarrass people. They appreciate authentic content that shows what their area is really like because it brings more visitors, which means more business for them. The bottom line is this: tourism thrives on documentation. Every travel blogger, every Instagram influencer, every tourist with a phone contributes to the ecosystem that makes places like Pattaya famous. The key isn't to stop filming, it's to film responsibly, transparently, and with respect for the community that welcomes us. Most people understand this relationship and benefit from it. The difference between responsible filming and exploitation isn't whether you have a camera or not. It's about your intent, your transparency, and your respect for the people and places you're documenting. Sometimes the camera captures more than we intended, and sometimes it captures exactly what we need for our own protection.